Hey guys, your tech admin here, and I've got them. I found all the drivers, I burned them to a blank CD right here, and as you can tell, I've already copied them to the desktop. So now I'm going to go through and install everything. So let's get started. Fortunately, I forgot to rename the driver files, so I have no idea what any of this stuff is. But we just go through one by one and get everything installed. Okay, so I have everything installed as far as I know. The last thing to do is install the latest BIOS, and this requires that I insert a blank floppy. So I'm going to move the camera a little bit and do that now. Alright, so it's going to put the installation onto, or create an installation diskette, and then when I reboot, it should boot from the installation diskette and flash the BIOS. So say okay. Zip. Okay. Let's continue. Yes. And now it's going to write the floppy disk. Alright, so basically we just have to restart and we should be good. So we'll hit escape to exit that. And restart. Well, that was easy, so let's go ahead and reboot. Alright, so there we go, we have BIOS version 8.20. There's a little bit be any new settings. I'll just look through it real quick. Okay, so I keep getting this error here from the hibernation utility, and it tells me that the computer cannot go into hibernation mode. There's either an error in the hibernation file or the file does not exist. Now on the Toshiba website, I did see a hibernation file maker utility or hibernation file creation utility, but I wasn't sure if I needed it or not. So I'm going to download that, but before I do that, I'm going to install the USB mass storage device driver so that I can put that file on a flash drive and simply put it into the USB port instead of having to burn another CD or rely on floppy disks. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Okay, so I have a generic USB mass storage device driver loaded on this floppy disk. So I'm going to scoot the camera over a bit, put it in the drive, and go ahead and install it. So the first step to this is I actually have to go into the device manager and remove all of the USB drivers, or devices rather. So just drop this down. I've got two here. So it just wants me to go there and hit remove. Okay, so there's one. Actually, that took both of them out, so that should be good. Okay, so now we can actually start the installer. Okay, so now we're back at the desktop, and now I should be able to insert this into the USB port, and it should work. So let's go ahead and give it a try. Oh, nothing's come up, so let's open my computer. Well, it's not here. Okay, so I had to go into the device manager and manually initiate the driver installation for the flash drive, but once I've done that, it detected everything properly, so now I should be able to open up my computer and see the drive. There it is right there, remove disk E. Let's open that. And on here, under the 4030 CDT, we should have T8K allocate file, which is the one that I want. So I'm going to copy this to the desktop, and we will run it. Hopefully this will fix the hibernation file issue. Okay, so file is created, so we should be able to reboot now, and everything should work. Okay, so we didn't get that little error this time, so now I think we should be able to hit start and use this hibernate function. How cool is that? That's Toshiba's own implementation of hibernation. I don't think hibernation was a thing in Windows 98. Maybe it was, but this is Toshiba's implementation of hibernation. And that was pretty neat to see. So let's boot it back up and it should drop us right back where we were. And there we are. Wait, yep, there we are, right back where we were. That's pretty cool. Wow. Okay, so last but not least, I'm going to install a little bit of software on here. I've got Office 97 here, so we'll go ahead and get that installed. Okay, I've got Office 97 all installed. I know Office 97 is a little older than Windows 98, but it's the closest version I have to Windows 98. The next version up that I have is Office 2000, which I feel is just a little too new for Windows 98. Yeah, anyway, part of the setup process, put a shortcut here on the desktop to install Microsoft Internet Explorer 3.0.1, which is kind of funny because Windows 98 SE ships with IE 5.0, so we'll go ahead and delete that since ours is a little newer. We've also got Microsoft Outlook from Office, and then Outlook Express, which comes on the machine by default. So I'm going to go ahead and delete these two items as well. And up here we have the online services folder, which came with a few different options here for service providers, as well as set up MSN internet access. We're going to get rid of those as well. We'll not be using those. So that just leaves us with the Outlook, the new Outlook icon. And I don't know why that went to the recycle bin when I clearly shift deleted it. Wouldn't be that. Okay. Anyway, let's check out Office 97. So here we get all of our applications, and we'll start with Word, of course. And there he is, good old Clippy. We're just gonna ignore him for now. So yep. there we have it. This is Microsoft Word 97. Go ahead and make this huge. And we'll change the font while we're at it. There we go. That was very 90s. Excellent. So let's check out another one. Bam. Cool. And there we have it. So now let's go ahead and do a nice boot up with this sound enabled and everything, and I'll finally disable that stupid start screen as well. And there you have it. Windows 98 is installed. Everything is working properly. It's showing our genuine Intel Celeron processor and 192 megs of RAM. We check Device Manager. Everything is installed and working perfectly. We even have support for flash drives. So I'll plug this in. Pops up. We even get a little icon down there at the bottom, the eject icon. And open up my computer. And there it is. And it works. So there you have it. This machine has been restored to its former glory. Next up is going to be the IBM ThinkPad 390X, and it's getting Windows 98 as well. So stick around for that. And until next time, guys, take it easy.